welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and I've finished the painting from Pretty Neat Creative. So this is a company, I spotted it advertised on Facebook, however I did go direct to their website and stuff to have a proper look. But yeah, they advertise themselves on Facebook as being superior quality, and you know, you don't want to do a craft and it be rubbish and all the rest of it. So I ordered a 30 by 30 painting. It was definitely not cheap. It was on the higher end of the cost price of diamond paintings, and I don't think it's on the higher scale of diamond paintings, is my opinion, my personal opinion. The drill quality was not very good at all. Canvas quality was great, drill quality not so much. So there was a lot of places by this light. I'm not even sure if you're going to be able to see it. It would help if the camera would focus. But there is a lot of sort of gapping here, but then the blacks were awful, absolutely awful. But there was a lot of bits around the edge of the drill, and it's just not given the nice quality on the light parts. The 310s look okay when they're down, but as I say, they were horrible to work with. They weren't very nice at all. Just to show you, I do have diamonds left. So it was this section that was this painting, so it was the little small pots. There's a fair amount of 310 left. 938, probably not so many, but I don't even know how many were in the painting. But regardless of that, you know, there is enough, there is diamonds left over, which means they've given you enough to do the painting, which at the end of the day, that is the agreement, that is what's supposed to happen. But it looks okay when it's finished, and I'm just trying to make sure my camera's focusing again. It looks okay when it's finished, so you can't argue that, you know, it doesn't look like it's supposed to when it's done. It does, and I did go for the smallest size, and I do think it still looks okay for being the smallest size, this image, because it is quite busy. So the charting side of things is good. The drill quality, not so much. But I felt I did need to share that, especially when a company states that they are better quality. I do feel that they need to be able to deliver that. And if they can't, then it's not quite right. I have had much better canvases from the likes of HomFun, much better drills from HomFun, and from the likes of Evermoment, and I just don't think the quality is here with this company. But anyway, it's done, it's finished, so I'm just going to grab a piece of my A3 card that should fit, bar maybe one line of drills, because this isn't something that I am going to display anywhere. It's not really that sort of image, so it is something that I do want to get in my portfolio. I do have a video on my portfolio and putting that together. I do it very basic. You can always, of course, you know, trim this with washi tape, mount it on, you know, white card and black card, or maybe even just white instead of black. I've gone for the very basic of, I will just stick the canvas down after trimming off the edge onto a piece of black card, and then I have it for display. If I do ever want to frame a painting, I tend to cut round the edge anyway. It's something that I've done with pretty much every image that I've framed. So should I ever decide to change my mind and want to frame an image, I don't think I'm going to have a problem in doing that. I can just peel it off the backing card. and frame it. So first off, I'm cutting all the way round, but as I say, I do think I'm going to have to cut one row of diamonds off. Again, I don't see that as a problem, because even if I got a frame with a 30 by 30 mount, or a frame that was 30 by 30, which is this image size, there would be a, in fact I might need to take off two, there would be a lip around the frame where the actual, you know, picture sits into it. So I don't fear that I couldn't get it into the right size frame. And it's quite easy to actually cut a strip of diamonds off. In this case I'm going to cut two. As I say, it's definitely not something that you would want to put up on your wall. That actually centralises the image a little bit more and makes it definitely fit on my card, and be just inside the card, which means I think it will fit better in my portfolio. So first thing I do is cut everything round. Then I've just basically used some double-sided tape. I'm hoping this will still work, because this canvas is the soft canvas on the back. Very nice canvas. The canvas was amazing. So because it is sort of a fluffy material, I'm going to put a little bit more on, just to make sure that it stays where I tell it to go. But double-sided tape will probably, while it might peel off some of this background card, it will let me pull it back up again if I need to. So I'm going to centralise that. The card I'm using is just A3, and it's an A3 portfolio that I have. So I'm just going to centralise that, and then I'm going to lift up one edge of the painting and take off the tape and just make that stick so that it doesn't move. And then I'm going to peel off the rest and work my way down as I go. And this is how I store paintings that are 30 by 40 and smaller. So I can get hold of that. This is the trickiest part, is getting the double-sided tape backing off. And then I'm just letting it roll so that it sits down flat, and that is now the diamond painting on a piece of card, pretty stiffly. So this is my portfolio. Say, I will link the video down below, and I will just slip the painting into there, and then I've got it for reference, for looking at. You know, a lot of the time now, I've done quite a few paintings that go in my home. So I do this now purely for enjoyment. So that is the painting in its new home. Of course, I've put the small paintings in there as well. I did actually keep Alice just because I thought she was a good example. But I've now got, it's getting pretty full. I might even have to take out some of the blank ones to make the diamond painting sit right. But it's got a home. I've got some more rubbish, and yeah, you know, there's plenty of the diamonds left. Some of them got low, but I say, as long as there's enough to do the painting, it's not a problem. But I wasn't too happy with the quality of many of the diamonds. Some of them fit really nice, some of them were too small, some of them was a bit more of a pick and choose which diamond, especially with the 310s. There were some that were bigger and some that were smaller, so you sort of had to choose as you go along to make sure it sat nice. But anyway, it's done. It's in my portfolio, and hopefully this video will be helpful for you in your decision whether to get a painting from this company or not. Say, charting was great, canvas was great, diamonds not so much, but when they advertise as being wow, I expect them to be wow, which is probably where most of the disappointments come. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.